What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me today, November 11th, Saturday, for my daily sports picks video with JVille Sports, your daily source for free NBA video game, video games, free NBA basketball picks. Again, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate the time, the support. Let's recap yesterday real quick. Disappointing day. We had 8 games on the schedule in the NBA, and we went 4-4. Even record is not what we're looking for when we're trying to get our percentage up to 70% and up. Still in the 60s, but again, we're looking for perfect days here. Really some tough games yesterday. Taking a real quick look here, we were right with the Pistons at home over the Hawks. The Hornets at the Celtics. I don't know what happened here. Hornets were blowing the Celtics out early. Um, and then in the fourth quarter, 11-26, a 15-point swing in the fourth quarter. They gave that game away. They were up the whole game. And then Boston made a late comeback at the end and stole that one at home. It's a tough loss there. We were right with Indiana over Chicago, Oklahoma at home to bounce back over the Clippers. The Spurs against Milwaukee was another loss. Tough game here. It was really close, pretty much towards the end. Um, just the Spurs just didn't have it at the end there, so they gave that one up. We were right with Orlando over the Suns. The Heat and Jazz. The Jazz were up in this game early, and then just like Charlotte, they had a really bad quarter, 20-8 in the third quarter, like at home. How does that happen? 20-8, a 12-point swing in the third quarter when they were winning the game, and then in the fourth quarter, 27-17, 10 points in the fourth quarter. So just in the second half alone, 22 points. They were outscored by Miami. So I don't know what Utah was doing at home. So that was another tough loss. And then the last loss we had was Portland at home to Brooklyn. This is a game I actually watched the second half, and it was a really competitive game. I mean, I've said it all along. Brooklyn has surprisingly been very competitive. A young team, you got to give it up to that coaching staff. Portland, they should have won that game at home. They had some bad defensive lapses towards the end there. 8.5-point favorites against Brooklyn. They got to win that game. If you're gonna compete in the West, you can't lose those games. It's a tough loss there. That was the most surprising loss of the day. But again, 4-4. See my record overall. We had Portland on our bet of the day, so that blew it. We also had a basketball team, Richmond. They blew it as well. Big favorites losing. So again, we turn that page and we look forward to today. We'll have another bet of the day at the end. College football Saturday, so that means we'll have our long shot bet of the day. So stay tuned for that. Let's get to today's NBA games though. We have, let's see here, 10 games, I believe, on the schedule. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. Big schedule today. We have Atlanta on a back-to-back at the Wizards. Wizards rested, better team at home. That's the pick. Clippers, who just had a tough loss last night at the Pelicans. Pelicans coming home after their long road trip. Always tough that first game at home, but they're playing really well right now. Clippers are without Gallinari still. I think Beverly is going to be out again, so you got to go with the Pelicans at home to win this game. Sacramento playing really well right now, as well as the Knicks. Porzingis is a go today. Should be a competitive game against two somewhat bad teams, but I'll take the Knicks at home. You got Memphis at Houston, Rockets at home here. Last time these two teams played in Houston, Memphis won that game. I think a little bit of revenge here for Houston. They're playing well, coming off a win over the Cleveland Cavaliers. So I like the Rockets at home. Speaking of the Cavs, they are on the road at Dallas. Dallas is a bad team, and Cleveland right now has a habit of playing bad against bad teams. So this one worries me a little bit, but I will take the Cavs on the road. Nobody on Dallas will be able to stop LeBron. We have the Lakers at Milwaukee. Again, Milwaukee on the back-to-back, good win at San Antonio. Lakers not playing well right now at all. The last time Bledsoe, who's now on Milwaukee, went up against Lonzo Ball, he got embarrassed. Probably Lonzo Ball's best game of the season was against Bledsoe. So maybe he will redeem himself. So I'm going to take Milwaukee at home to win this game, even though they're on the back-to-back. Chicago at the Spurs. Spurs losing last night. Always leery of taking the Spurs on the back-to-back, on the second leg of the back-to-back. They're an older team, and they're missing Tony Parker and Kawhi Leonard, but Chicago's not very good, so look for the Spurs to bounce back at home. 76ers at Warriors, probably the most watchable game on the schedule. Sixers a young and up-and-coming team. Warriors, we know they're the champs. This is definitely should be an entertaining game. Warriors are playing better than anybody right now, so look for them to win this game at home. Orlando at Denver, really tough call here. Both teams playing pretty well. Um, this is really a coin flip game. I'm going to go with Denver being at home. Orlando's been on the road now for a little bit, so they could be a little bit tired. Denver's been at home for a little bit too. So Denver at home is the pick. T-Wolves at the Suns. Suns, after that rough start to the season, played really well, but then they've kind of come back to earth, and they are not playing well at all right now. T-Wolves are, although their winning streak was snapped recently to the Warriors, so look for them to bounce back at the expense of the Suns. T-Wolves on the road is the pick. And then we have Brooklyn at Utah. Both teams played last night. Brooklyn winners at Portland, Utah losers to Miami at home. Utah has got to win eventually. They've had so many home games, and they're just losing them recently. They have to bounce back, even though they're not playing well right now, and Brooklyn is. I'm still going to take Utah, just based on trends. Trends say they will bounce back. So those are our picks of the day. We're looking to go 11-0 on the schedule. Let's get to the long shot bet of the day. Let me pull it up on the screen here. And for those of you that are new, long shot bets of the day, I do them on Saturdays because that's when there are the most games. They are bets that the payout is $10,000 or more. This is our third attempt. The first attempt we missed it by 4. The second attempt we missed it by 2. So hopefully this time around we miss it by 0. So here it is up on the screen. We're gonna take 4 money lines in the NBA: Spurs, Wizards, Jazz, T-Wolves. 1 money line in college football in Clemson. And then we're gonna go to the spreads. And if you see parentheses at the end of the spread, that means I adjusted the line slightly. So we have South Carolina -3, Michigan State +19 to keep it close against Ohio State. LSU -17 should blow that team out. Southern Miss -10, Iowa +14. Could be a letdown game for Iowa after they destroyed Ohio State. So I look for them to keep it close though at Wisconsin. Georgia State -6.5. North Texas playing a really bad team, winless team I believe, -21. UAB hoping they can keep it close on the road, +10. ASU, my team, hoping to get a better bowl game here, beating UCLA +3. I think they're at home as well. Home underdog, Arizona State. Fresno State at Hawaii, always tough going to Hawaii, but Fresno State is the way better team, -10. So that is 25 to win, 10,575. Hey, we'll see what happens. Let's have some fun. Now let's get to our normal bets of the day. We are going to start off with the more for sure one. That is just a 4-teamer in the NBA. T-Wolves, Jazz, Spurs, Wizards, same teams that I put on the long shot. I think these are the 4 best. There's a lot of high spreads in the NBA today. Not a whole lot of spreads that I like. Maybe the Cavs -5.5. Rockets at Grizzlies 6.5. I think they'll take care of business against Memphis. A couple of spreads that I like there, but didn't include them today. So T-Wolves, Spurs, Jazz, Wizards 50, pays about even 49. We're going to take those same four teams. We're going to throw in Nebraska and Buffalo in college basketball. And then we're going to throw in some football money lines that all look really good. LSU again, Michigan, Southern Miss, Clemson, USC on the road, Troy on the road, but against a bad team missing their quarterback. Texas A&M at home against New Mexico. Got to win that game. Fresno State, like I mentioned, at Hawaii. All money lines, 50 to win 410. So we're looking to have a big day today in both the NBA, college basketball, college football. My college basketball video is up. Check that out. So again, thank you for joining me today. Enjoy all your games, all your college basketball, all your college football, all your NBA, hockey if you like hockey. Hit that like button if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button so you can see when new videos pop up. And again, enjoy all your games. Thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you tomorrow.